Okay. We're here tonight with Chuck Bateman and his wife, Patti. How did you guys meet?
Patti and I were in a musical called The Pajama Game in college, and I had been asked to audition, and I did so and got the lead part. And Patti had auditioned, and she received a part in the chorus line. And one night, the chorus line was scheduled to be the only ones practicing because it was the night they had their costumes completed, and they all had these shorty pajamas. And so I showed up for supper back at the fraternity house, and the boys there asked why I was there. They thought that I should be gone. They hadn't planned supper for me. And I told them what was going on, why I couldn't be there, and they said, "You really mean they're going to wear shorty pajamas?" And I said, "Yeah, that's what they said." And so they talked me into taking them over there, and so, I don't know, there must have been 15 or 20 of us. We snuck in and sat down along the back, in the back row in the dark, and we were watching them practice up on the stage, and we had kind of being agriculture-oriented, we were always doing livestock judging and judging confirmations, so we got involved in kind of judging what was going on up on stage in the same manner. And we picked out the gal that had the prettiest legs, and I married her. So that was how we met. And then our relationship blossomed from there. And right about the end of the year, in December, we were married.
So, Patti, what's your version of the story? Is it any different from Chuck's?
Well, I didn't know any of this was going on, or I would have died of mortification because I was pretty shy, and just the thought that one guy was looking at me would have been embarrassing. Until tonight, I didn't know there were 20 of them.
Well, 15 to 20.
So yeah, but that's pretty much how it went. Although we have to go back one step before that, because at Christmas time we were still in the same music group. And we were singing in the library at Montana State University, a big, beautiful, brand new library. And we met in the garden below where the library was open, so all the floors opened onto this beautiful garden. And he came up to me that night and said, "What did you come to MSU for? Your MRS degree, Mrs.?" And at the time I was dating someone else, and I was totally offended by the fact that he thought I'd come to college just to get married. And so my first impression of him wasn't very positive. But a year later, he proved me wrong.
What do you think now? Do you think he'll make a good representative in the House of Representatives?
I do. He's the kind of man who, if he puts his mind to doing something, he does it, and he does it right, and he gives it 150% of his effort. And I've seen that throughout our marriage. When we were first married, he wrote a biology book, and when we went to teaching, he wasn't just a teacher, he was the best teacher. And he still has students 40 years later contacting him because he did such an incredible job and made such a difference in their lives. As a farmer, he was the same way. He didn't just farm, he took on got involved in some of the farm organizations and was president of, what was it, NFO?
Yes.
Yeah. And then when we got into the financial industry, it was almost an obsession on his part to know and understand it and try to figure out what was going on there. And that's part of, I think, what's going to make him such a great representative. He really understands the market. He understands the economy. And that will be a very valuable asset as far as helping Utah to get itself in good order as far as the financial end of things is concerned.
And how many children do you guys have?
We have 7, and we have 20 grandchildren, hopefully going on 21. And shooting for 30 minimum. So it's very important for us to have a a good posterity.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us tonight?
Well, this is a new opportunity for us. Never in our lives did we think we would ever be doing this in the political field. But the last few years have opened our eyes to what's going on, and we are not pleased with it, and we are very concerned that the future for our children will not be as good as we have had it. The freedoms and liberties which we've enjoyed, we would like to preserve for our children and our grandchildren. And we're deeply concerned the direction that America is going. And I believe that my position is really for running for the state of the House of Representatives for Utah State. And the reason is that if something does cause a collapse of our economy and our federal government, that I know enough that I can fight and hold our Constitution, as our Founding Fathers brought it forth, here for us in Utah, as well as deal with the problems and the issues that are going to be facing Utah as a state and the people in Utah. And I feel that I have the ability, the energy, the drive, and the desire to serve in this capacity and try to help set things in place where we can prepare for what's coming.
And tell us about the process, the decision-making process you made to run for office. What was it that made you decide to run?
Well, I have been taking a lecture series from Scott Bradley regarding the Constitution and the traditions of the Founding Fathers. And people started coming from different directions and asking me if I would consider running for House of Representatives in Utah. And I'd never given it a thought before, and with so many people coming at me, I thought about it for a couple of months and really kind of agonized over it, because I never thought I would ever do anything like this. But I wanted to do something that was on fire, and I still am, with desire to do something, and I thought, well, maybe these people are telling me something, and I better listen. And so after some time of really giving it some thought, I decided, all right, I'll throw my hat in the ring, and I'll go for it, and give it 100%, and we'll see if I can make a difference. So that's what I'm going to do.
And you know, it's really been a very fulfilling experience. We've been all over the county talking to neighbors and friends and people that feel the same way we do, and we're finding that there's a lot of support out there for the things we've been thinking, and it's really gratifying to know that there are so many Americans who are concerned about the same things that we're concerned about. So we know we're on the right path.
Thank you for your time with us tonight.
Thank you.